And Cena wins, and then the chamber's lifted. Cena's getting celebrated. Blah blah blah.
Cody walks out
Cody
after
walks
that.
out. Cody walks out, and then it comes to decision time with him and The Rock. And Travis Scott's there for some fucking reason, but whatever. He's like the elephant in the room. Was like, hey, we're gonna talk about this, but whatever. He's just there.
He's just there.
He's just there. He's just vibing. Don't blame him.
Yeah.
He seems like a whole ass vibe, but you know, Cody tells Rock to go fuck himself, which was brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's where we're gonna go next. Is Rock comes out and like asks Cody. Cody does a nice little tease at first. He's like, "My soul no longer belongs to me," but then he says, "It belongs to this ring and these people." Hey, Rock,
Go
fuck yourself. Oh my god! Oh, like
Where's Dave
uncensored
Chappelle?
too.
Where's
Uncensored.
Dave?
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
Pretty much. So, and then after, Cena and Cody hug it out, the camera zooms in on Cena's face.
And his expression.
I gasped. My fiance was sitting next to me.
At first, let me tell you. I at first did not think that this was a heel turn. I thought this is he is looking at The Rock, and his focus was actually on The Rock. He was like embracing Cody while also looking at The Rock and saying, "Don't you like it?" That was like, "Don't screw with my boy again," like don't mess with Cody again. Like his anger was directed toward The Rock, and I thought maybe we were gonna actually get them to fight at some point in the future. But then he lets go of Cody. The Rock does his thing. John lets go, and then the nut shot heard around the world.
And then all of a sudden, every 30 to 40-year-old dude was cheering. Because for those who do not know, who don't understand the magnitude of this, early in his career, John Cena was technically a heel. He was a hybrid as the prototype in OVW, and then for his first year and a half on the main roster as John Cena. As the US champion, blah, blah, blah. He was a hybrid, which is very hard to do in today's wrestling world.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially for 20 years, he was a babyface. The biggest reason why he was never a heel during those last 20 years was Make-A-Wish. That's the reason. That's the absolute reason why. Because Vince McMahon did not want to tarnish his top babyface because of the Make-A-Wish deal and blah, blah, blah. And he was their top star. Let's be honest. He was the top star during a very dark time of WWE. From like 2008 to like 16. Like 8 years. Maybe 10. But regardless, he was their top guy. So if you were to ask someone 10, 15, 20 years ago, hey, do you envision John Cena turning heel? I think a majority of them would have laughed directly in your face and then proceed to slap you across the face and say, you are out of your damn mind.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that this happened is seismic in terms of, holy shit, they actually did it. This never would have happened under Vince.
Literally, and I asked somebody, a friend of mine who's been into wrestling for a while, and I asked if this was the biggest heel turn ever, and he said no. I didn't ask. It was not my take. He said it was Hulk to NWO. I get that. That's totally respectable. I get that.
Yeah.
But
this is close.
Definitely like the biggest of the current generation, because that happened like the Hulk heel turn happened like what? The 80s?
96. 96.
96. Okay, I was way off. But
so it was almost 30 years next. So July of 2026.
Speak.
I can't fucking speak. Where is that stupid man?
Uh-oh, retard alert.
Anyway, so July of 1996, Bash at the Beach, WCW, was Hogan's heel turn, the leg drop on Macho Man, forming the NWO with Hogan and with Hall and Nash. That is unarguably the greatest heel turn in the history of professional wrestling at that time.
Okay. See, this is why I don't jump to conclusions. I saw what people were saying online, and I was like, let me ask my buddies who actually know a thing or two about wrestling, like or WWE or whatever, who actually know what they're talking about. So, yeah, but it's definitely like the biggest of like the current day generation because people have grown up seeing John Cena as like the big baby face of the company and everything, and it's like this. No one would have ever dreamed that this could actually have happened.
This was,
or at least they would have dreamed it, but they never would have predicted it.
This was unthinkable during that time. Unthinkable. No one would have seen this coming. But because, you know, this is the reason why I like this is it's a passing of the torch. It's, hey, Cody, you're the top guy now.
Mm-hmm.
You now have to dethrone me to be the top guy. You have to beat me at the grandest stage in them all. And I am so pumped for me.
At least that's what you think it is. But it's like, we're not going to know for a while, like, why John Cena did it. I'm pretty sure you saw the press conference clip after the show where he walks into the
mic drop.
That's it. He walks in,
beautiful,
picks up the mic like he's about to say something, drops it, stands up, walks away. No words.
I think we're gonna get corporate Cena.
Yeah, I agree.
Like when Seth Rollins was corporate Seth with the Authority back in 2015.
This is Authority 2.0, basically.
I love it. I love this because 8-year-old me is still screaming on the inside, like, "Why, John? You sold out, you bitch!"
R-Truth is doing the same thing.
Oh my God, R-Truth. I love him.
That poor innocent soul.
Put him in the Hall of Fame just for his character, please.
His character is incredible. His comedic genius, too, is insane.
R-Truth's childhood hero, even though R-Truth is 10 years older than John Cena. Fucking Hall of Fame worthy gold mine of a content. But yes, like, anyone who isn't even a fan of professional wrestling knows who John Cena is. You know who he is.
Yeah, you know who he is.
So the fact that he's turning heel is unfathomable to ask someone this 10, 15 years ago. You couldn't even just, hey, let's slide this across the table. This was unheard of back then. Unheard of. But Cody and Cena, main event of WrestleMania 41.
And now it makes sense. I should say, too, like, I hated the idea. The rumors were flowing around for a while that it was going to be Cody versus Cena. And I was like, in the current environment, like, unless Cody actually does become corporate Cody, and he, like... He takes the offer from The Rock and all that stuff, sells his soul, etc. I feel like that's the only way that Cody versus Cena at Mania could have worked, is if one of them ended up turning heel at some point, because both of them as faces wouldn't have worked out. But then Cena's the one who sells his soul,
unbelievable,
turns heel,
shit.
And it's like, now I can't freaking wait to see that match. Are you kidding me? That's gonna be incredible.
Shit. It's going to be so good. I fucking love it.
But the thing is, too, like, now it also has my brain, like, launching forward into the future, too, because Cena, this is his last year, but he's not going to be finished wrestling after Mania. And it's like, at some point down the line, he's going to turn face again, right?
How much you want to bet that John Cena wins the title at Mania?
He does.
How much you want to bet?
I'm not surprised that he will.
So you think Cody wins the title back at SummerSlam?
Yeah, but I also think that he's gonna, like, there will be a point, maybe if it's either SummerSlam or something further down the line where he'll turn on The Rock, where Cena will turn on The Rock again. Ooh. And return to what he was.
Oh, we're not.
he's not going to retire a heel. He's not going to retire like this.
We're
He's
not
going to
even
go out
talking
like
about the elephant in the room in this entire discussion here. Punk's favor.
we haven't gotten to CM Punk yet. We haven't gotten to Raw just yet. We'll get to
We
CM
haven't
Punk.
discussed the elephant in the room in this entire thing.
We will
It's
get to
Punk's
CM Punk
favor.
later because he
What
brought
is
up his
that
favor
favor?
during the he brought up his favor during his tirade last night. So we'll get into that. But
Beautiful. It was beautiful.
yeah, I all I'm saying is that like it's ridiculous time to think about like what's going to happen at WrestleMania, but also beyond it because, like I said, Cena's not retiring a heel. He
No.
will return to what he was before he retires.
Agreed. Agree with that part.